Hello everyone, Footy Trader here with another video. It's been a while since I last recorded the video. Actually, it was even before Euro 2024 tournament. But today I decided to sit and talk a little bit about a couple of topics related to trading. The topics that you guys wanted me to talk about on our Discord server. So this is why you can see that in this video I'll try to address some Discord questions. We are having a break in European League games. We have the Nations League and the internationals now, so I thought that's a good moment to address those Discord questions. So first of all, what are the questions? I have them here. I will show you. These are the questions, or the topics really. This is the list of something that you guys wanted me to talk about. So we have match selection process, we have correct score in-play trading, correct score pre-game market entry. We have a topic around value. In the match odds and in the goals markets, we have the topic of staking and dealing with losses. So probably to talk extensively about everything, I would need 6 hours. But and for some of you, what I'll do in this video will be scratching the surface. But at the same time, you know, I want to pinpoint and to share some important things around the topics in question. Yeah. Okay. So, without further ado, excuse me. So, without further ado, let's move on here. I'll start with the first one, and you know, as you can see, I have not prepared any presentations. But I want to make some notes, right, for you to visualize things. Yeah, it may be easier. So first one is the match selection process. Okay, so first of all, you need to think about football trading as an investment. Investment in, like you were investing in stocks or you were trading the currencies on Forex. There are products have price, there is a probability assigned, and there is value to be found. Yeah. So why would you want to enter the market? If you take stocks example, let's take any stock price. I don't know, let's take Microsoft. And I don't know what the stock price is for Microsoft, but let's say it's, I don't know, $20. And you think they were worth $50, then, you know, it is... and you have some strong indicators that it is $50, then this is something, it is an investment opportunity, because you know that when you invest money, the market will correct itself, you know, some people will follow, and then the price will move, which allow you to secure a profit. You need to think this way for a football match, exactly the same way. So why I want to get involved? Not because I think what will happen. That's the first. Not because I think I know what will happen. And this font is probably too big, but let me try to do it. Okay. Why is it? If I'm entering the market, I can see value in the numbers, and I know that if I trade this way in the long term, I will end up having a profit. The result of that one market entry is irrelevant. I mean, it is relevant in a sense that you will either lose money or win money in that one trade. It's not relevant long term, because long term, if you select those value opportunities, you will be in profit. So it doesn't matter, what I think will happen. We have a UEFA Nations League game today between Croatia and Poland, and Poland is my team, and I'm mentioning this game because it will be in this video, it will pop up more times, but it is an opportunity for me for a very specific reason. I'll very quickly check the price, whether it changed overnight, and I give you a very good example. What is my indicator in this game? Okay, so I'm just checking. Okay, so right. So if you look here, Croatia is 175, yeah? 175 to win. It was 185 yesterday, so I'm not happy because when it was 185, for me it was too high. I have mentioned that on the Discord server. So 185 was too high. And why is it? So 185, if you translate 185 into probability, it's 54%. So the question I'm asking is it that Croatia has 50% chance of defeating Poland? And you don't need to know whether it's exactly 54% or 55% or 53%. That's not the question. The question is whether it's higher or lower. That question you can answer, and I can answer that. For me, Croatia at home beating Poland today in those circumstances that we have today, the chance is greater than 54%. Why? It is a bit subjective, but I kind of know the products, I know the teams, I know the strength, I know what's happening, and for me, the chance is just higher. How do I translate that chance to what will happen? If it's 54%, that means that if you take 100 games between Croatia and Poland, like this one, played in Croatia, then Croatia will win 54 out of those 100. So I think they will win. They would win more. Yeah. If they would win more, then the chance should be higher, then the odds should be lower. So the problem is that overnight, I had a look yesterday, the odds are no longer 185, they are 175, which is 57%, not 54. So that's another question. Is it higher than 27? I still think it's higher than 27. I think that the true odds should be around 1.5. Maybe 1.55, but not 175. So for me, there is still value there. So this is my selection, right? I want to be involved in this game because I know what will happen. No, I'm not saying Croatia will win. I have no idea, and nobody on earth knows what will happen, right? Poland may win 3-0. I don't know, but there is something inaccurate in the information that the market is transmitting, if you will. And this is where I want to be involved. Not because I think I think I know what will happen. To dwell on this a little bit more, if you take Premier League card, the card of Premier League games, I would probably I mean, I would definitely tell you what will happen or what would happen in every of those games. You give me a card, I will tell you, okay, I think here team A wins, here team B wins, here is a draw. Here I think, is that a trading opportunity for me? Because I think I know what will happen. It's not. It's not. It's not, you know, per my standards, it's not. It's not gambling, right? So you think you need to acknowledge the unpredictability on a trade-to-trade basis and the fact that there is a lot of uncertainty. So entering the game because I think I know what will happen is not a condition enough to do it. So on match selection, look for games, markets where the information that you are seeing is wrong and enter them, right? Long term, if you are correct in your assessments, you will be in profit. It's simple, right? Because take Croatia game. If let's say I do the same market entries 100% of 100 times, right? If Croatia wins 60 times out of 100, I'm in profit. I don't care. I'm in profit. That's it. Will I be in profit in one game? Will I be in profit today in this Croatia match? I don't know. But I will be in 100 of those games. So that's the way you should think about it. So incorrect probabilities or some strong indicators. Those strong indicators may also be in play, right? So this is the point that we'll reach as well around trading in play and trading pre-game. So not because I think I know what will happen. I'll make here just a note, right? Strong indicators, right? Like incorrect probability, relevant in play stats. I'll say what that means a bit later. So this is the most important thing when selecting matches. Now the next one is correct score in play trading and correct score pre-game market entry. I'm inviting everyone to the Discord server. Send me an email because we have closed the door when we reached 300 members. But if you really want to get inside, send me an email and I will get an invitation link for you. We have there specific rooms for correct score in play trading and correct score pre-game. So there you will see, specific use case justifications, screenshots that I am also sharing on Twitter as well. But on the Discord, then in the room you will see more. So pre-market game entry would be this one, right? So that's Croatia against Poland. Why? Because the odds, and I really regret that they dropped. I really wanted. Yesterday there were 185 anyway. People that want to make it easy, they will just back Croatia and forget about it, right? Because they know that in 100 market entries like that, they will be in profit. I like to make things more difficult for me, and I like to trade the correct score market. So here I'm happy to try to build a position in the market that will support Croatia win. I can also add something as an insurance. It will be very cheap because the market is expecting Croatia to win, but I can even select 2-2, not necessarily thinking that 2-2 is the final result, but if for some reason Poland takes the 2-1 lead, lead at some point, I could benefit from the green on 2-2, etc. Yeah. So for this game, for example, I could go with 2-0, 2-1, 3-0, 3-1, maybe even any 3-3, maybe not, but maybe any other home win. I could add 2-2 because it's very cheap at the odds of 20. I can do a very quick simulation with the even stake, which is not a good idea, but you can see that of course the stakes needs adjusting, but we would be looking at very healthy profits if Croatia scores 3 goals or more, because if we reach any other home win, we would lay some of those scores. Probably this could be lowered a bit. Yeah, we could have something like that. And we could maybe increase here. 7 is fine, like 12, 11. It's just an idea, but that's more or less a position that I would do pre-game. Why? Because, again, I can see value on that side of the market, the side of Croatia winning the game, right? For in-play trading, very quickly, coming back to the presentation. For in-play trading, again, you need to have some indicators. So your basis of making a decision is what's happening, right? Or are the stats. I'll give you one example, or maybe more, but I'll start with one example where there is a red card. So you have a team, red card, 11 against 10, and you can see the market, let's say it's 65th minute in the game, and you have the odds for the team to win. The team that is having an extra player to win is 220. 220 means that the probability is less than 50% for them to win. And then you look at the in-play stats. Is it that the ball possession is even, equal, there are no shots on target? If that's the case, maybe it's not the best opportunity, or there is no opportunity. But maybe you have, again, those strong indicators that this team is all over the other team, that is all over the team that lost the player. They have many chances, one after another, shots on target, shots off target, corners, attacks, dangerous attacks. Then, you ask yourself a question, is it that, and it's a draw, by the way, I didn't say what the result is, it's a draw. Is it that this team's chance of winning is higher than 50% or less than 50%? In those circumstances, if the in-play stats supported that, I would say it's higher than 15%. Then here you go, you have an opportunity in play because you have a strong indicator. Similarly, I know from the Discord server that I am using, and I'm exploring an approach where I lay 3 scores at halftime. Again, think about it. You had first half, you have access to the stats. Of course, we all know that in football, what happened in first half, it's not that easily translated to what will happen in second half. This can be, and they are pretty much independent. But you may see that the wrong team is leading, right? The team that was not the favorite. The other team was attacking. First half stats supported that. So you can assume that this team will continue attacking in second half, right? So you can build, again, a position in the market based on those indicators, right? Not what you will think will happen. You don't know what will happen, but you have some flags, you have some indicators that support a position, and the market is saying, actually, the chance of 2 goals being scored in this game in second half is, I don't know, 40%. And for you, looking at those indicators, for you it's, for example, at least 60. Come on. Then it's the game to select. It's the game to enter. It's the game to trade, basically. Yeah. So in terms of the value, there was that point about value. I have this, or I had it at least. I have this spreadsheet ready for you guys. Everyone who was following me last season knows this spreadsheet. This spreadsheet is the one that I'm using to look for games where the odds are not correct. Yes, I have it prepared for 4 leagues: Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, and Bundesliga, 4 top leagues this season. I have the list of games prepared already. I'm starting on the 16th, on the 17th, or maybe earlier. I don't know where the other games will be. 15th, we have La Liga. Okay, yeah, 15th, we have La Liga. So in 1 week from now, basically, I will start doing it. Yeah, I will be checking the probabilities, chances of teams winning, and I will be adding those to the watch list. Yeah, if the market will tell me that Manchester United is equal to Fulham, and I think that, it's a random example, and I know that Manchester United is better, then I have a market entry potential. Yeah, I can add it to my watch list and then trade. So this is where the value, how you should look for value and to select matches, and similarly for goals. Right. For goals, it's a bit different than in the match odds. In the match odds, if you know the strength of the teams, you can evaluate the probability of them winning. For goals, is a little bit different because there are some extra factors to consider. Right, the team may win 2-0 or 3-0, and they may not want to go for more goals because they don't need to, they've already won. So there are some extra factors. It's more difficult than that, but it also can be done. But I rather tend to concentrate on the match odds market, unless there is something very clear that the market is saying, no, the chance of 3 goals being scored in this game is 30% or 40%, and I clearly do not agree with that. Then that's something. Yeah, that's another match to select. Yeah. Right. So we've covered a couple of those points. So this is match selection, in-play trading, and pre-game market entry. So what you do in play with those trades, how you manage the risk. It's not for this video. I would probably again, join the Discord. You will see some use cases, and I always explain everything what happened in the trade. So that should be a better help. It's not something that can be clarified in this video, right? Because every game is different, and you need to. Your actions should depend on what's happening. Yeah. Okay, the next one was staking, money management. So I'll make that a second point. So let me just do this, and I'll use this as a point too. Yeah. So staking and money management. Right. For this point. Now, this is a very personal thing. So, of course, I will share with you some guidance, but this is very personal. And there is no one correct answer to do it. It depends on the game that you're playing, right? It depends on your strategy, first of all. Whether you're playing a game where you hit high probabilities, so you win more often, and when you lose more, or you lose more often, but when you win big. It depends on that. It depends on it is on personal preference, on the risk acceptance levels. Everyone has different risk acceptance levels, so it depends on on really your strategy and what game you are playing. If you take your bank, how much you should invest in a trade, you definitely, I would say you definitely should not exceed 10%. If you stake 10%, that means, of course, that if you lose your stake 10 times, you will blow your bank. And losing 10 times in a row, while unlikely, it may happen. So 10% is too high. But whether you want to stake 2% or 3% or 5% or 4%, I think it's a matter of personal preference. And again, it's not one right answer. What you should do is you should simulate, right? And see that, okay, I'm playing this game, I win X times out of 10. When I win this amount. When I lose this amount. You can extrapolate, do an extrapolation and see that, if in 500 trades I will be in front of this amount, or I will be down this amount, and then adjust your stake based on that. That's one tip. The other is that I think that stakes should be increased while the bank grows, and decreased while the bank decreases. Because if you start with 100 and your stake is 5, and then you in some time your bank is 1000, you should not stake 5 anymore, right? You should definitely increase the stake. So that's definitely the other point. So let's put it down. So increase, decrease the stake when your bank grows. Or when you lose money. And second point is, do not exceed 10% of your bank in one investment. So this is what I would say. You can do you can adjust your stake and change it on a trade-to-trade basis. There are some good opportunities that you can assess. It's a very good opportunity. The market is completely wrong here. You can increase. Then you have another opportunity that looks great but is a little bit more risky. Then you can slightly decrease. So it's not necessarily one stake, the same stake for every trade. Feel free to adjust, but do not exceed those, work within some boundaries, right? And definitely in a trade, protect your bank first, remove the risk, and then try to secure the profits. Trading when you know that you can't lose is, from psychological perspective, very, comfortable feeling. It's more important in a trade to protect the bank, in line with the risk taken, of course, and pursuing profits. One other thing that I forgot to mention, or maybe I didn't clarify that clearly, is the risk versus reward. So if I look at that Croatia versus Poland example, I'm would technically risk 60, and winning at least, okay, I have 46 on 2-0. So it's, how much is it exactly? It's not 90%, is it? It's 46, 60. Yeah, no, it's 90%. My math is poor. 76%. Okay, so it's 76%. I'm looking at 76% profit at 2-0. The highest scores, I have way more than 100. I could probably even this out to make 100. And I think, it's fair. The match odds were 185. So if you can do 100, if Croatia wins, if you can do 100% profit on the correct score market, you're doing great, right? You're doing great, because 175 or 185, you have 75% return, and it is value. You said already, it is value. For me, it is value. But if I can make 100, that's great. That's a fantastic result. So again, this is how you identify an opportunity. Okay. Right. So that's that. That's money management and the staking. Last point, guys. Last point. Number 6, dealing with losses. How difficult is it, isn't it, to deal with the losses? Again, I'll share 2 points that are very important dealing with losses. So 2 points to remember. First, losses are inevitable. Yeah. Now, if you decide to trade and to invest, you will lose money. Think about it, acknowledge it, confirm it. It is that type of a game. You are dealing with uncertainty, you are dealing with markets being unpredictable, football being unpredictable. You can't win money out of every market entry that you make. It's not possible. I have never seen anyone do that. If someone listening to this video can do that, then he's lying. He can't do that. It's not possible. So losses are inevitable. And I'll tell you more. Wins are inevitable. Right? You can't lose all of your market entries. I mean, okay, maybe unless you're doing something completely crazy and illogical, okay, maybe then you won't win. But even then, maybe 1 times out of 1,000 you would win your entry. So that's the fact. Yeah. So you have to understand that you will win money and you will lose money. Long term, you have to be on top. Not many people can do that. I don't think it's more than 10%. How markets work is that you put your money in the market and everyone does the same. So you have a contract. If you win, that person loses. If you lose, that person wins. So if I'm saying that Croatia's probability of winning is higher than 55% or 57%, I will need to have a person who will tell me, nope, it's correct. Croatia's probability of winning today is 57%. And then we have a contract. And then, hopefully the reality will prove that I am correct. So I will lose, I will win. And so the concept of how to deal with the losses is, it's a part of the game. If you did something wrong in a trade, if you made a mistake, of course, have a look at your past trades. If you made a trading mistake, don't do that again. Acknowledge the mistake, don't repeat it. So you can learn from your losses. Other than that, you could do everything correct. And so, I can lose today. Poland may win 2-0, and I will probably... I won't probably be able to recover in the market if it's Poland 2-0. but you know, now when I speak about it, like, you know, 7 hours before the game, it's fine. You know, it may happen. I just know that in the long term, I will be on top. And if that's the case, there is this second point that is way more important. Don't. And I mean don't get emotional. Don't. If this is a part of the game, don't be emotional. You will win. You lost the trade, so what? Find another opportunity. If you made a mistake, you know, fix it. You know, don't make it again, but look for another opportunity. If you won the trade, that's fine, just one trade. Find another opportunity. This is what I'm thinking. You won't believe me, right? If I say that I don't care that if I win or lose a trade, but if I was to describe my feelings, I think that's the closest. I don't really care. I lost, it's fine, okay? I did what I wanted. I did everything in line with my plan. That's fine. I find another opportunity. I won. Okay, great. Let's look for another opportunity. Don't get emotional. Don't be frustrated. Don't be angry that you lost. I mean, if you lost again because you've made a wrong, wrong call, wrong judgment, it's your fault, then fix it. But still don't get emotional. Why? Because it will affect your decisions in future. If you get emotional, then you will get scared. Then you will say, oh God, damn it, I lost. I can't lose again, can I, right? I mean, 2 in a row, 3 in a row. I can't do it. So, okay, it will fog your view, if you will, if you know what I mean. It will affect your decisions in a bad way. It's, emotions are not a good trading advisor. So don't. Yeah, I mean, if you feel sorry for the stake that you lost, your stake was too high, lower the stake next time, right? Because losses are inevitable. This second point is very difficult to master. I'm not gonna lie. It took me years to master. So I'm not trying to be, a smart ass here and say, don't get emotional. I was emotional. How many times? I don't even recall. How many times I was frustrated, angry. I lost the trade. I made a mistake. It doesn't help. Not only it doesn't help, it makes things worse. So emotions out of the window. Before you start trading, think of your mind. I don't know what will happen. I may lose, I may win, but I have an indicator. I have a strong indicator that I can trust. This is why I'm investing money. That's my reasoning to doing this trade. Not because I think I know Manchester City, I know they will win. Like, how can they not win? And then you have 0-0. Right. That's it. That's it for me. This video. How long is this video? 38 minutes now. Yeah. I don't want to make it any longer, really, because it will probably get boring. So this is what I wanted to say. Again, it's not exhausting these topics. I was trying to say that it's probably scratching the surface, but I wanted to make those points, right? And I will add that I'm happy to have everyone on the Discord server. As I was saying, we have 300 people now. I'm managing the stuff there with my friend Andy, who is doing his Homer HD trades. Andy, and again, final point, if you recall what I was saying, Andy is doing the same. Why is he doing his Homer HT trades because he has strong indicators. He has a relevant halftime result. He has relevant, strong in-play stats. And he also has historical results from the last couple of days. You know that I'm not a fan of doing historical analysis for years in the past, but couple of the last results support the market entry, right? This is why the match is selected. Not because he thinks he knows what will happen, not because he knows the home team will score. He has strong indicators, relevant in-play stats. This is the reason. This is how you should select games. Okay, traders, I hope you found that useful. Feel free to leave some comments under this video. If you have questions, hit me up on X or on the Discord if you have access, or under this video under the question. I will respond to all your questions. Thanks for spending those 40 minutes on this video. Again, I hope you will find it useful. Wanted to share my thoughts, my opinions. With that, happy trading. If Poland wins 2-0 today with Croatia, I will still leave this video. I mean, believe me, I won't delete it. You know, in the shame that I didn't foresee something. You know, again, I don't know what will happen. It's just that the chance of Croatia winning is higher than 57%. Yeah. Happy trading, stay green, and, you know, I'll hear you guys again very soon. Bye.